Starting off this video right with a Storm Bears assistant GM mode legend. Shout out to this guy for buying 2 sweaters, a straight out of camp sweater, and a Storm Bears sweater. High five to you. Thanks for the support. You are a legend. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to your Seattle Storm Bears franchise mode. In the last couple videos, it was a little bit weird. We lost out on Zakhanov because of my own stupidity, but in my defense, let me just back myself up here. In the re-sign stage, I did screw up because I signed a bunch of the low elites. Now, I like to do that, obviously. Who doesn't want to do that? But with doing that, that used up too many roster spots. Now, the bigger players like Zakhanov and the higher overall guys, they take a little more time to sign. The low elites, they sign right away, they get a contract, boom, they're good to go. But the big guys take a little bit of time, so they like to weigh out their options, understandably. I want there to be like a little notification that's like, hey, if you sign these guys, you know, you'll have 49 out of 50 contracts, you can only sign one more player. There was nothing like that, so if I would have known, yes, I know I could have went back and checked and all that, but I don't got time for that. I'm recording a video. Would have just been nice to say, oh, you know, you got one more roster spot left, maybe think about who you're gonna sign. I mean, it is what it is right now, but I think we can look at the positive here, because if we go to compare second line centers, we'll go ahead and look at Ryan Poehling here. He actually has more points than Zakhanov. He has a crazy 54 points in 56 games. Now, you go ahead and compare that to Zakhanov. I think he's only got 30 or something. Where is he? Zakhanov's got 36, and he's making what? $9.08 million. It sucks that we lost out on Zakhanov because I do really like him, but at the same time, it might actually work out for us in the end. Now let's talk about the Brodziak thing. Now, the Brodziak thing was kind of spur of the moment. I really wanted him, and I know a lot of you guys wanted him as well. Now, he is a left-wing sniper, which is awesome. He is going to be so good for us. He's having a crazy rookie year. I think he's got like 45 plus points. He's killing it. So that's awesome. But it's the first overall pick. We traded for him, blah, blah, blah. But I was looking at the Nashville Predators roster, and they have a few decent wingers already. Forsberg, they have this guy who was the 2nd overall pick, I think. Sorry, the 5th overall pick, but he is unreal. 82 overall. They got this guy who's 85 at 20 years old. They have a decent amount of young wingers. Now, centermen, they don't really have anything, so Dupre automatically becomes their best center. Now, that was a huge draft steal for us, so I capitalized on that right away. I saw a hole in our top 6, and boom, we filled it with Brodziak. So now we got to go ahead and do something that I don't usually like doing, and that is editing players' roles. But Brandon O'Shaughnessy, what a name. He says, edit Agent C's position role to a center. Love the series, by the way. It's my favorite. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, my dude. But Cedric Corey, okay, so we're playing him as a center because he has 89 faceoffs. And I don't know if he's going to put up even close to the goal totals he had last year, which is fine, because it looks like he's going to put up the most assists he ever has. He is becoming a more well-rounded player at 26 years old. But there's one more thing I want to do before I go ahead and change him over. I saw a comment, and I want to make sure it's true. He says that Big Mac went down. He's now a medium elite from a medium franchise. So he's 26 years old. I don't think he's going to, you know, drop down to like an 85 overall or anything, but it is something to take into consideration. So he could jump right back up to medium franchise. I don't really know. Look at this beautiful man right here. So I'm not a big fan of changing players around, but you know what? Let's try it. Okay, I am going to try it for someone else as well. So we're going to make him a center. He's now a center. Let's change up his goal celebration. We got to give him something sick. Let's give him something awesome. Let's give him, I mean, he's Agent C, right? So what does an agent do? He doesn't do that. Let me have a look here. Did he do the Yager? No, he can't do the Yager. This seems like a suitable celly for Agent C. Here you go. Chick, chick, boom! He's the agent. There he is. Secret Agent, Agent C. There you go. That's the new goal celly. I love it. Attaboy, Agent C. So he is now a centerman officially, okay? Officially a centerman. Now, a lot of people in the comments were telling me about Christek. He has 98 offensive awareness. Oh my god. So this guy says give him some power play time, but I think I'm going to change him from a I think I'm going to change him from a grinder to a... Oh, look at that guy. What a beauty. He's got the mullet and everything. Oh, man, that's awesome. What a beauty. A grinder or playmaker, sniper. What should I make this guy? I mean, 98 offensive awareness. What's his passing at? I'm going to put him at a playmaker for right now because, I mean, I don't know. I've had weird luck with grinders like Austin Pope, and there's a lot of people saying trade Austin Pope. And yeah, he's only got 4 goals or whatever. I think he's like plus 26 or something. If you look at his thing here. I think he's plus what? Plus 25. He's only got 4 goals, but he's a plus player on our bottom pairing defense. So I'm going to keep that the way it is. And then Christek, he's got only 75 passing. His skating's really good. I mean, maybe he's more listed as a two-way forward now that I'm looking at it. You know what? He's going to go for a two-way forward. I'm going to change him over there. And if you guys don't think I should change him, I'll put him back to a grinder. But let's try out the two-way forward because look at the mullet. That's just beautiful. Let's try a two-way forward, see how that all works out. I will give him some power play time as well with that offensive awareness. He should be able to make some things happen on the power play. Now, I think I'm going to make a small line change here. I know I got Forsberg for the sole intention of his 99 passing, all right? But I haven't really seen it. He's got 51 points in 56 games. That's been good, don't get me wrong, but he's playing with Agent C and Clayton Keller. Now, Clayton Keller's having a pretty good year, nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and throw Tolvanen up here for a little while, who's got 27 goals and 46 points. I'm going to go ahead and do a little 5 or a 10 game stint on the first line. We're going to write down the stats, and we're going to see how they perform. Now, I don't think I regret the Brodziak deal, but I think I could have done a little bit better on the Forsberg trade, which was eventually the Dylan Strome trade, but what's done is done. Now, maybe because Agent C's having a more well-rounded year with 38 helpers, that's going to help out Tolvanen's score, but I think Clayton Keller is the guy who gets the majority of the assists. So if we put another sniper on the first line, that is going to be potentially really, really deadly. Now, I wrote down their stats. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we'll go up to the Dallas game. That'll be 10. So a little 10-game stint, plus we have a game against the Vegas Golden Knights. Now we do have, okay, we got trade here. Tyson Barrie, oh, man. It's like, it would be so good to get Tyson Barrie, but he's got 2 years left at $6 million. If it was a 1-year deal, I might look at it. And for some reason, you can't end up retaining cap, so I'm not going to pull the trigger on that trade. But we are going to slow sim the game against Nashville, Tolvanen's old team, and we got Ovi and Partanen and Brodziak's old team as well. So could be a bit of a rivalry. Now there's some people saying, bring back Ovi, bring back Ovi. There's no point for me to bring back Alex Ovechkin. There's absolutely no point. But Jacob Chychrun, we could get him back. Oh my God. Now this is for Lars Ekman Larson, who will probably play next year. He's 75 overall. He should eventually be ready to go for next year. He's got 85 passing, 81 offensive awareness. He's only 21. We got him in the 4th round. That was a steal. I mean, I'd love to get Jacob Chychrun back, but we have our defense the way it is, man. It's not going to happen. Plus, he's making a lot of money. Good luck, though. I wish you nothing but the best in New York. Jacob Chychrun actually reached out to me on Twitter. He said, playing my first game in Seattle as an opponent was weird. Favorite memory in the Starbucks Center was getting the overtime series clinching goal against Vancouver in our first trip to the playoffs. Wish you guys good luck. What a nice dude. I do really miss Jacob Chychrun. I wish we could have made it work, but it is what it is. Another defenseman. This guy has 1 year left on his deal. Jacob Larson, 85 overall. I mean, he's pretty good. 87 offensive awareness, 87 defensive awareness. This is the kind of guy that I would like to go after, but we just don't have the room. Like, why am I getting all these like 85, 86 overall defensemen? Like, I just don't need them. We are going to slow sim this game against Nashville. Let's go. Another unreal year. We're 40-13. Ty Ronning gets the first shot off. Now, I want to bring up a comment about Ty Ronning from Connor. He says, am I the only one who cares what Ty Ronning is? Like, who even cares about Tkachuk or Zakhanov? Did Tkachuk make the team out of camp? I don't think so. Buddy, Connor. Quote of the day goes to you, Connor. I agree. Let's go here. First period, lots of former players going at it, and it's a 0-0 affair after one. We're being outshot like crazy. Period number 2. All right, we end up tying it up. 2 former players score. You see Partanen, and then Tolvanen eventually scores on his old team. Oh man, UC Partonen traded for Dante Fabro, and then Dante Fabro traded away for Phil Kessel. What a weird trade tree that was. But it looks like UC Partonen found a pretty good home there in Nashville. Are we going into overtime? If we are, I might have to see that new agent C. Selly, because we all know he's going to score that overtime goal. All right, let's go into overtime. You see the odd Alex Ovechkin jersey out there. You see a couple of, oh, nice stick work there. Lots of former jerseys out in the Starbucks Center right now. Oh man, no, is that UC Partonen with the partial break? Oh, it definitely is. Oh man, he finds someone in the slot, but they can't pull the trigger. Look at that, Cam Brodziak #1 in plus minus, and Ryan Poehling was #3. That's sick. We got Ovechkin out there, Ovechkin and Partonen. Oh man, a couple of former Seattle Storm Bears legends. Ovechkin changed his number back to 10. He's just all over the map with his numbers. Oh man, Popowich, who is that guy? All right, they get the eventual game winner. Nashville gets the best of us. Ovechkin got the helper on the game winner. Big Mac couldn't do anything there. Point blank, and Nashville gets the victory. I don't think there's any real need to change things up via a trade, so I'm gonna probably let things go. I don't think we're gonna make a move. I mean, I'll have a look, but we got a big old rivalry game here. Cue the epic music. Blood is about to be shed here in Seattle. These teams do not like each other. There's a love-hate relationship with Slava Zakhanov. Let's go. Period number 1. 2-1 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Suzuki gets 2, and then Chad Morrow gets 1 with 5 seconds left in the first. Come on, guys. We cannot let this season series die here. We need to stay on top of the Vegas Golden Knights. They got a power play. No. Come on, we can do this here. We can do this. Lots of hockey left. We're staying pretty even in the shot department, but there's a lot of hockey left to be played. Let's just get out of this period down by 1 or tied on the power play. On the power play, agency. All right, 24-17 are the shots going into the third. Let's go ahead here. Let's tie it up, all right? No. Big penalty kill. There you go. That's Tyroning all day, battling down low and just icing pucks. Come on, guys. 29 shots, 31 shots. You can beat this guy. Who do they even have in net? Is it Malcolm Subban still? Oh, man, come on. You're not going to lose right now. To the Golden Knights? To those stinky Golden Knights? And that Brady Tkachuk Storm Bears traitor? Oh, wow. Nothing else happens from the first period. The Vegas Golden Knights. All right, cut that music off. The Vegas Golden Knights get the victory, and we're headed off into the trade deadline. Now, one thing I really want for NHL 19, Radek Faska, I don't need him, is some sort of a trade deadline, because I miss the phones, man. I miss the Blackberries where you could scroll through and see who's got what. I really miss the Blackberries. I really do. So let's go ahead here and let's see if there's anything out there. I don't need to make a move. Our AHL team is really strong. I'm going to see if there's anyone really I could potentially beef up. If there's a team that has a player that isn't really super happy, like that Austin Matthews kind of situation. I'm not saying I'm going to make a move like that, but just want to have a look around there. What a draft steal this guy was. 15th overall, 82 out of the draft. I don't know why he's listed as a second liner. 93? What? How do you... I don't understand. What makes you a first liner or a second liner? I feel like that guy is like the definition of a first liner. And the most 90 overall players goes to Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 90 overall guys. Plus they got an 89. Oh my god. Look at Crosby, 81 overall. Same with Evgeny Malkin. Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, he's not even playing this year? Oh yeah, he is. Okay, never mind. Or no, he's not. They're not even playing Sidney Crosby. Are you serious? Oh man, I feel like we can get this guy for basically nothing and then throw him in the lineup. Where could he play? Oh man, do we save Crosby? Do we save Sidney? Seriously, there is just no place for him at all. Like, not even close. There's just no room for him. I'm not going to trade Walsler. I'm not going to trade Ronning, obviously. They'd have to trade me 13 first-round picks and Mario Lemieux, but that's not going to happen. I'm not going to trade Tkachuk. I'm not going to trade any one of these guys. It just doesn't make any sense, guys. I would love to see it. I would love to get Crosby, but I just don't have any room. And yeah, I don't know. It just sucks that they're not playing him. That just seems wrong. I hope they move him. Why aren't you moving him? You're going to scratch Sidney Crosby? That makes no sense at all. All right, we're going to skip over the trade deadline here. Nothing is happening. I see Agent C only has 1 goal in his last few games. Let's go ahead and have a look at the trades. Maybe they traded him? I really hope that they did. Come on. All right, so not much happened. Any big names I see? Not really. Kind of a slow trade deadline. I realize that the further you get in franchise mode, the less trades happen, which kind of sucks. I think we're going up to this Dallas game here, and then we'll have a look at the stats regarding, whether it was a good idea to put to go ahead and put Agent C with Tolvanen on the first line. We'll have a look. So Agent C has 81 points in 66 games. So our little experiment wasn't that successful. I feel like Agent C really missed having Forsberg on his line. He only had 1 goal in the last 10 games. 8 helpers though. He's up to 81 points. Now Clayton Keller had 3 goals and 5 assists for 8 points. Tolvanen had 5 goals and 3 assists. So maybe that just means Tolvanen was just in the right place at the right time. And then obviously Forsberg only had 4 goals and 2 helpers. So I'm going to go ahead and move it back to the way it was, and then we'll see if those stats really do improve as we get the rest of the year done. 42, 15, and 9. Another dominating year. Again, I'm not super worried about the stats and all that stuff, but it is nice to see players put up numbers, especially Agent C. But it is weird to see Agent C not have a 50-goal year. Not saying he won't have a 50-goal year, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. He's only got 35. He's really going to have to tear it up here, but he is known for scoring a lot of goals, and there you go. 8-0 the first time we put them together. Oh my god, look at this. 8-0, 4-0, 8-0. What the hell? Okay, so maybe those two guys are meant to be together, Forsberg and Agent C. Wow, that's crazy. We were putting up some numbers there. That's awesome. All right, so our last game against the Golden Knights, potentially hitting the 50th win of the year. We're playing really, really well right now. Let's go here. Again, cue the epic music. We're in Vegas. We are public enemy number 1. Let's go. First period. Let's show why Ryan Poehling is a better second-line center. 0-0 after 2. Going into the second. All right, 2-1. Forsberg gets 2. And Zakhanov gets 1 on his old buddy Big Mac McKenzie, the Brazilian butterfly between the pipes. 30-15 are the shots, and Clayton Keller makes it 3-1. There you go. This is the kind of game that we should be having against the Vegas Golden Knights. Those smelly, smelly guys from Vegas. 5-on-3. You gotta capitalize there. You gotta capitalize. I think we should have this one in the bag, barring a crazy, crazy comeback by the Golden Knights. I don't think it's going to happen. Comrie, there you go, pinching in, and he gets the 4-1 goal, and that is all she wrote. There you go. It's a big victory against the Golden Knights. That's what I like to see. So let's get the last few games done here. 50 wins on the year. We got a few more games against the Sharks, the Wild, a 5-0 win. There you go. Then and a big 4-3 shootout win. Our HL team is doing pretty good as well. 43, 29, and 8. Now, is Agent C close to 50 goals? Nope, but he's got 100 points. So he needs 8 goals in his next 3 games. Can he do it? That's almost a hat trick per game. He's at the 100-point mark. That's awesome. A very, very good year for Agent C. Very well-rounded at 58 helpers. That's awesome. So let's see what he can do against the Blues, who are terrible this year. He didn't do anything. Well, he got 1 helper. No goals. All right, 8 goals in 2 games. You can do this. Actually, let's go ahead and slow sim this game. Probably going to be the last time Ovechkin ever plays against the Seattle Storm Bears, unless he comes back for another year. Period number 1, 2-0. Arvidsson and Ovechkin. Oh, man. 2 goals on 5 shots. Come on, Big Mac. Period number 2. There you go. We explode for 5 goals. Ryan Poehling, Tolvanen, Agent C. Tolvanen gets a second period hat trick. Atta boy. There you go. That should put him close to 40 goals on the year. There you go. Only 13 shots for them. We had oh my God, he's got 4 goals. Tolvanen, you animal. Atta boy. We did not have a very good first period. Then we just just exploded in the second, and Tolvanen keeps it going. Go for 5, buddy. Come on, go for 5. Can he get 5 goals on the night? Pull the goalie. 41-21 are the shots. That's how this one is going to end. A 4-goal performance from Tolvanen. Maybe he's just destined to be a really, really good second liner. Ryan Poehling with 4 points, Clayton Keller with 4 assists of his own, and then Tolvanen with a giant 4-goal performance. There you go. That's what Agent C needed. But we got one more game against Calgary here, and then that's going to be the end of this video. Calgary sucks, so this could be another game we should slow sim here, because we could put up some serious numbers. They are not looking very good. We got one Tkachuk who's killing it, my boy Trevor Tkachuk, and then we got Matthew Tkachuk over here in Calgary. Period number 1, 2-0. Ronnie Doyle. If that was his first goal of the year, I'm going to laugh, because he always loves to score either on the last game or in the playoffs. That's great. And then Trevor Tkachuk, there you go. Period number 2, 4-2. Christek and Agent C, Johnny Gaudreau and Monahan score for them. Going into the third, can we hold the lead? All right, that got a little bit sketchy, but we do end up holding on for the W, 4-3. Trevor Tkachuk gets a goal against his cousin. There you go. Agent C finishes with 104 points, 60 assists on the year with 44 goals. That's the second time he hasn't hit 50 goals in his career. It's a little bit weird, but he did have 100 points, which is awesome. You can see here the only other time was 2 years ago. He had 49, but 104 points, that's a great year. Even when he was scoring 50 goals, 58 goals, only had 81 points. So it's kind of like Ovi. You know, Ovi started off hot, scoring 55, 60 goal years, and then he kind of turned into more of a complete player. So I feel like that's kind of what's happening here with Agent C. Clayton Keller back up to his old tricks, 81 points. There you go. Had 93 last year. Having a couple really good years here. That's awesome. Attaboy Clayton Keller. And Ryan freaking Poehling. Oh my God. Who is this guy? 75 points? Seriously? Wow. Unreal. I was expecting maybe a 50-point year, but 75? That's awesome. Forsberg, I'm pretty disappointed in. I don't know if it's just not working out. I don't know. 69 points, not great. That makes me look really bad on the Dylan Strome move, which we will go ahead and compare as well. Tolvanen, 41 goals. Is that a career high? That is a career high by a long shot. Attaboy. Ekman Larson, 35 years old, does not matter. 65 points. Brodziak was 61. That's unreal. He's probably got the Calder Trophy pretty much locked down. Quentin Hughes with 44. Tkachuk with 38, attaboy. Comrie with 38 as well. Christek got 36, only 4 goals. Maybe he is a playmaker. I don't know. Chad Morrow with 33, Yakola with 30, Walser 29, Ty Ronning. Ronnie Doyle actually was a sniper this year with 3 goals. Austin Pope, 7 goals. Defenseman of the year in the running for the Norris. And then Ty Ronning with 10 goals of his own, attaboy. So let's do a little bit of comparisons here. Let's have a look at Forsberg. Forsberg had 29 goals and 40 assists. Okay, good to know. So let's go ahead and compare that to Ottawa. There it is. So 29 goals, 40 assists for 69 points. And, ooh, Dylan Strome. Okay. I mean, 32 goals is nice, but 58 points for Dylan Strome for $9.4 million. All right, well, yeah, sure. There you go. Not the greatest year, but still, he did put up 30 goals, so that's good. 75 points for Ryan Poehling, 58 for Zakhanov. He did have 34 goals, only 24 helpers, and then same thing with Brady Tkachuk, only 58 points. So, yeah, I think we turned out pretty good there. I think I'm not saying we're better off without these two guys, but the numbers don't lie, man. The numbers do not lie. Look at Ovi, 86 points, 31 goals. Are you kidding me? 41 years old, does not matter. For all my Leaf fans out there, here's what the Leafs look like, just in case you wanted to see. Yeah, I don't know if Forsberg is the right move. I mean, 164 penalty minutes. That probably didn't help. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm going to wait to see what you guys have to say about that. Here's all of our star rookies this year. There you go. Brodziak was a beast. Let's have a look at our goalies here. There you go. We still don't have a nickname for this guy, but he was 10-3. And Big Mac, 45 wins and 11 shutouts. Is that a career high for shutouts? That's unreal. How many shutouts did he get there? 11. That is a career high. Wow. Big Mac, he's medium elite, but he's playing on the top of his game right now. 11 shutouts. Hopefully his save percentage is good enough to win him another Vezina trophy. Looks like John Gibson and Big Mac. I don't know. It could go to either one of these guys. Who knows? But both had pretty much identical records. We had 11 shutouts though, which is definitely awesome. Looks like Brodziak's gonna take home the Calder trophy, unless there's a superstar goalie out there. Patrick Yager, what a guy. Cousin of Yarmir. Doesn't really look like it, so we probably, or unless Benino comes through and gets it for being a young rookie goalie out there, but I think we should have the Calder trophy on lock. And Svengerg, he had the most points in the regular season, 109, 58 goals. There you go. We finished, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in league scoring with 44 goals. Ricard Raquel with 45. Tyler Seguin, Stamkos, Borgstrom. All right, so there's that, and we obviously had more points than Felix Box because that guy stinks down there. Oh, God, I can't even look at him. Get out of there. Ronnie Doyle and Marcus Forsberg were 1 and 2 in penalty minutes. That probably didn't help out too much. I don't know, man. I'm not super sold on Forsberg. I don't know. I think I rushed that trade a little bit, and you can see what happened there. Chester Joseph, this was the low franchise guy. He now turned into a low top 6. So there's that, and I think that's all I got to show you guys. Is that it? I think so. Jacob Solani had 400 shots, and fights we were 1 and 2. I don't know, man. Forsberg's a badass, but I don't know if that's really right to have Doyle and Forsberg 1-2 in penalty minutes and 1-2 in fighting. Oh, man. Ronnie Doyle is just a goon. We love him, though. He's a fan favorite. Forsberg, I'm not so sure. So I'll see you guys in the postseason. Wait, who are we having the postseason? Let's actually have a look here. So it looks like it's probably, could be the Golden Knights, honestly. I think it might be the Golden Knights in round number 1. Is it going to be the Golden Knights in round number 1? Yes, it is. Oh, my God. We are in for a bloodbath here in round number 1. Oh my God, I am so excited for this. All right, so Slava Zakhanov, we got Brady Tkachuk back in Seattle for Game 1 and Game 2. This is going to be an all-out bloodbath. I'm stoked for it. I'll see you guys then. Hope you're excited for it as well. And start getting some talk about what potentially to do with Forsberg, because I don't know. I'm not super sold. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in round number 1 against the Vegas Golden Knights.